Good morning, everyone. I was going to say happy Thursday. I had to make sure it was Thursday. How did I not know that? Let me get on my live chat. Debbie, drama must remain on the stage. Southern Mom, Lisa. Is it Noby Nuts or Nobby Nuts? Hello, came in on my recommendation. Well, welcome. Cheryl Lindsay, Mint Shoes, Kira, Verbal, Never Lose Hope. How are y'all doing this morning? The strangest thing just happened. Like right after I pushed go live and put the intro video on. I used the old intro because this is not my usual time and that intro is longer, giving people, time to get in. Anyways, after I did that, I heard a big sneeze, a human sneeze coming from my living room. Nobody is here but me. My dogs are in here in the room with me. It was not one of them. That is so weird. Hey, Turquoise Kitten, good morning. Good to see you. Cement Shoes, tell Melissa good morning. Never Lose Hope says the sun is shining there. Well, it's not here. It's cloudy and it's a little cool. Anyhow, y'all please remember 411 now in your prayers. I seen he put up a post and he's lost a friend in an accident, it looks like. So sad. I sent him an email. I don't know if he's checked his emails. If you're listening, Will, check your emails. Hey, Shine On. It's the guy in the attic. Gosh, I hope not. Nobby says, I don't have an attic. Good morning, TC. Have you gotten any sleep? So this morning, I'm going to give y'all an update on Canon Hinnant's case. He's the little 5-year-old boy from North Carolina who was outside riding his bike, and the neighbor just walks up to him and shoots him point blank. I got an update about that case. A second suspect was arrested. Also, YouTube is being sued by its moderators, not like channel moderators, like the moderators that moderate the videos and review them. And also, they made the search warrants public in the Braylen Noble case. And what I was reading about that's very interesting. And shout out to Red Rum Media. She sent me that search warrant. Good morning, Chatterbox. And I've got extreme anxiety this morning, guys. I don't know if you can hear it in my voice, but I do. But I'm going to try to get into the true crime and take my mind off of it. Poor Will. It's been a shit show of a year. I know. He's lost several people this year. 2020 has been just a horrible year. It's like cursed. The year 2020 is cursed. I wish I'd heated up my coffee before I went live. Drama. My husband used to tell my kids it was Mr. Muck and Foose if they heard anything. Oh, yeah. Red Rum. YouTube allowed Netflix to strike a bunch of Chris Watts content, including Plunder and myself. Really? The only Chris Watts video, like I really have like video, besides my live streams, me talking about it and stuff, is, but I got it from the CBI, and that was the video of Shanann Watts coming into her home for the last time, the doorbell cam footage. But I got it through the proper channels. Yeah. I had to fill out an application and stuff and submit it to get that. I got it fair and square. Chris Watts deserves 2020. Please hold for the delivery. Yeah, in here, Netflix. It's got that new documentary coming out and stuff. I was going to subscribe to Netflix, but I don't know if I'm going to or not. I don't know if I like them too well. Okay, I'm trying to pull up my stuff here about Canon. Let me get situated. Y'all bear with me. Let me get in the correct room. So the guy that they arrested for shooting little 5-year-old Cannon, executing him, they charged his girlfriend now for accessory after the fact. I think that's how you say it. I'm going to pull it up here. This is the saddest case. Cannon Hinnant, one woman charged after a 5-year-old boy shot in the head while riding the bike in his yard. I didn't know it, but Cannon was just visiting his dad. He didn't live there. I thought his parents were still together. Not that that matters, but anyways, I just wanted to make that known. It says authorities have charged a second person in connection with the death of a young North Carolina boy who was shot in the head while riding his bike. The U.S. Marshals Service Carolina's Regional Task Force first arrested the alleged shooter, Darius Nathaniel Sessoms, 25, on August 10th. He's been charged with the murder of 5-year-old Cannon Hinnant. So, according to officials, the shooting happened at around 5:33 p.m. on August 9th at 100 Archers Road in Wilson. Family members told police that Cannon was outside on his bike, playing with his sisters, ages 8 and 7, when Sessoms walked up to the boy, pointed a gun at his head, and pulled the trigger. And there's a neighbor, an older lady. She saw it happen. First responders rushed Cannon to Wilson Medical Center, where he was later pronounced dead. Oh my gosh, I'm going to try to say this girl's name. It says on September 22nd, police arrested Alani Pettit, 21, and charged her with felony accessory after the fact. And Pettit is Sessom's girlfriend, or was. He looks like he's on something in that mugshot. He looks like a zombie. Why would he shoot little Cannon for? Just out of the blue. He knew Cannon's dad, that he had lived in the neighborhood beside of him for years. He had just been over talking to the dad the night before. Never understand this. My hubby's been following this case. Okay, so Cannon's mother, Bonnie Waddell, who said the boy was visiting his dad when the shooting happened, previously said she remembered receiving a flurry of text messages and calls that would forever change her life. Oh my gosh, I can't even begin to imagine. This is what she said. Cannon, was visiting his dad's house. Mother Bonnie Waddell explained to Crime Online. I was home with my boyfriend and my other child. We had left to go to the doctor and drop things off. And I had gotten a text message from his dad's fiance that Cannon had been shot. I had gotten numerous phone calls that day of her calling. I guess she's saying the fiance just kept calling. The boy's father, Austin Hinnant, said Sessoms, seemingly out of nowhere, crept up on Cannon, pointed a gun at the child's head, and pulled the trigger. Jesus. Neighbors witnessed it while Austin Hinnant, still inside his home, heard a single gunshot. Austin said, I heard one single shot. I could tell that it was close. Before I made it out my front door, I knew something was wrong. I had to run outside, find my son bleeding from his head, Austin said, his voice cracking as he relived the experience. We didn't want any of this. We just wanted his life to be happy. Oh, so sad. I'm about to cry. Afterward, according to Austin, the suspect paced around, full of rage, with a gun still in his hand. He eventually fled the scene in a Corolla sedan, and his girlfriend provided him with that vehicle. That's why her ass is in trouble now. She knew that he had shot Cannon, and she helped him get away, which authorities later got him, but she helped him get away, and she knew he had just murdered a 5-year-old little boy. So Sessoms is in jail without bond, and the girlfriend, the Pettit girl, was given a bond of $250,000. She requested a public defender. What a piece of crap. Boyfriend or not, I would not help someone get away that had just murdered a child. What in the hell was she thinking? He just executed an innocent child. Now, allegedly, Cannon had, rode his bicycle through Sessom's yard. He was, doing a circle, so he got onto the grass a little bit, if I'm not mistaken. But he didn't kill that little boy because he got onto the grass. I do not believe that. I don't know why he killed him, but it wasn't because of that. Killed him because he's evil, and he looks like he's on something. Glad they got her ass too. Me too. What was the motive? I don't know what the motive was. Never lose hope. But I'm not buying that he shot Cannon because Cannon got onto his grass. No. He knew Cannon. He knew Cannon was like a really sweet, loving little boy, had a big heart. Like he lived beside of Austin, Cannon's dad, for years. I think they kind of grew up in the same neighborhood there. He had just been over, I think that happened on a Sunday. That Saturday night, Darius Sessoms had been over at Austin's house. I believe he had dinner with them, if I'm not mistaken. Okay, so in Sunday, he went back over to the Hinnant's house. Then he left. Cannon and the little girls is outside riding their bikes, and he just walks across the street and shoots Cannon. But it just can't be because he rode in the yard. I mean, could that have triggered it because he's psychotic, crazy monster? I don't know, maybe. Just can't understand things like this. Hey, Booze Love. When does the time come back, turn back drama? I'm just looking at the chat here. I bet that dude was on drugs or fiending for drugs and flipped the F out. Only thing that makes sense. Yeah, and I don't know what's going on with him in this mugshot, but something's not right with him. That's for sure. Could he have schizophrenia or something like that? Maybe. Maybe combined with drug use. I don't know. I just know normal people don't do things like that. Only monsters. mean, why would you just decide to kill a child one day? Just walk across the street? That just don't make sense. Knew the family. Just been to the family's home. Now, that's what I read. They had dinner the night before, drank a beer together on their porch. Goes back, the time changes November 1st, Halloween night, basically. Okay, thank you. Yeah, so just had dinner. I mean, got to be on something. You know, that methamphetamine makes people, I'm not saying that he's on it, I don't know, but I'm just saying that drug can make people flip their lid, especially if they've got any type of mental illness. Even if they don't have a type of mental illness, that stuff is horrible drug. It's the devil's drug. For real. Morning, faithful one. Breathing garbage. He looks like a zombie there in that pic. I'm not going to lie. He looks like a zombie. Something you'd see on The Walking Dead. His face kind of looks a little bit sunken in. You know, some people are just made to smile, but I'm just saying, the face is sunken in. There could be some drug use going on there. That's for sure. They both deserve to rot in hell. Anyone that would help a child murderer get away from the scene of the crime is a piece of shit. And they deserve to rot in hell. Okay. Let me find my next thing. Poor little Cannon. That is so sad. I feel so bad for his family. And the kids. He was killed in front of 2 other kids. Bless their hearts. Just imagine being a little kid and witnessing that. I hope they get counseling for the children. I'm sure they will. Because they're going to need it. It would, of course, traumatize an adult seeing something like that. So imagine what it's going to do to a child. Okay. So, I was telling y'all earlier that YouTube is being sued. It says YouTube trained moderators by showing them videos depicting bestiality, cannibalism, and beheadings. A lawsuit filed Monday accused YouTube of subjecting moderators to traumatic, graphic videos and failing to provide them with mental health services. So they trained, allegedly now, their moderators by showing them gruesome videos. Were they like trying to prepare them for what they, might see? See, they have these moderators that review the videos that are uploaded. Now, some of these moderators are claiming that they're suffering from PTSD. Okay, let me read y'all what it says. In the 29-page lawsuit obtained by CNBC, the plaintiff, only identified as Jane Doe, said she was a former moderator who developed PTSD and depression while working at YouTube. Doe, who worked for YouTube from 2018 to 2019 through a staffing company called, Collabora, claimed she experienced panic attacks, nightmares, and was unable to be in crowded places due to anxiety. Doe said YouTube trained her by subjecting her to videos that showed child rapes, people eating from someone's smashed open skull, cartel beheadings, bestiality, suicides, someone's head being run over by a tank. Goodness gracious. Oh my stars. Let me see if I can pronounce this word. Statista. Statista indicates that 500 minutes of videos is uploaded to YouTube every minute. Thousands of moderators were reportedly expected to watch 100 to 300 videos a day, many which depicted disturbing content such as rape, torture, murder, suicide, bestiality. The error rate was expected to be less than 5%. What else says about the lawsuit here? The suit stated that YouTube, which is headquartered in California, violated state law in failing to provide a safe workplace and offering adequate mental health resources. While YouTube provided wellness coaches, Doe said, they were underqualified and undertrained, citing an incident in 2018 in which a coach allegedly recommended she take illegal drugs to cope with watching traumatic videos. Wow. Moderators were reportedly responsible to cover their own medical treatment when they sought professional help. Let's see what else it says. In addition to unreasonable quotas, Doe claimed YouTube was grossly understaffed and moderators were expected to work grueling hours. Employees who complained about the working conditions were silenced through non disclosure agreements, the lawsuit stated. Okay, so the class action lawsuit was filed in California Superior Court in San Mateo, however you say it. It seeks unspecified compensatory damages. Okay. San Francisco based lawyer Joseph Saveri law firm, who is representing Doe, filed a similar suit against Facebook that was settled in May for $52 million. Wow. This is crazy. When I first saw this article, it said moderators. When I first glanced at it last night, and I thought it was talking about like moderators in the chat. And then I got to reading, it's the moderators who reviewed the videos. I never had thought about that. The people that actually have to review all the videos that's uploaded, make sure, um, they meet the community guidelines and all that. I'm not snowflakey. Nothing shocks me. Yeah. I can be a bit naive sometimes myself. People just blow my mind, People that are just evil, have no heart and soul, shocks me. But it's nice to see someone getting money out of YouTube because they're greedy. YouTube is very greedy. They really are. They take a lot out of the super chats that people get, which I know they provide people like a platform, rent space. When you're monetized, they find the people, and all that, bring the ads to your channel. So they got to make something. I get that. But to take like 35% of each super chat, that's kind of greedy. Patreon takes barely anything. $3 or $4. It's not much. It might be $5 at the most. Why are they reviewers if they are easily shocked? Maybe, I don't know. I think I wouldn't have took that job if, I got there and they started training me with these gruesome videos. Some people can't handle stuff like that. Some people can. Personally, I would have been like, no, this is not the job for me. I'm not, I'm too sensitive for this. Yeah, well, you know what? You'd have to be kind of a tough cookie to be a moderator like that, right? So I get what you're saying, Nobby. Personally, I never did think about the moderators that review the videos. I never did think, they probably see some horrible things. And according to this person, they do. I have to follow this and see how it turns out. Wendy Hatch. I'm late, but I'm here. Well, good morning, Wendy. Welcome. I don't know if I said hi to you, Juju. Good morning, Juju. Yeah, I'm definitely going to follow this and see. I wonder if YouTube's going to put out a statement. Hopefully they will. Okay. Let's see what else. Is that all it said? That's all it said about it. I guess her lawyer's got plenty of experience with suing social media platforms because he's already sued Facebook and won $52 million. Wow. We don't know if YouTube really trains them like that. That's what this person says, but I'd like to see some evidence of that. Carolina girl, good morning. Videos in real life give off total different reactions. Yeah. Yeah, that is true. So much worse when you witness something horrible like, in real life. Like they said, they had to review like suicide videos, things like that. That's bad, and that's bad to see. But trust and believe it's worse in real life because, y'all know, I've witnessed a suicide. So I know it's a lot different. Now, in the case that went on a while back of where that guy killed himself on Facebook Live, now his family was watching. So that's like different, Gray Hughes pretty much tells the easily offended to bog off at the start of his channel. Right. Well, the way I run my channel is everyone can comment their opinion, but you just can't attack other people for their opinion. That's the way I do my channel. We all get along. We all got different opinions about the true crime cases, but we just don't argue about it or disrespect each other. Gray Hughes is good at explaining things. Oh my gosh. I'm like totally the opposite. I'm like so freaking unprofessional, but you know what? I'm just me. I can't change who I am. Okay. I see another case, dismembered body found on California golf course. What in the hell's going on with people dismembering people lately? There's been like, I don't know, 3 or 4 different cases lately I've read about. Freaking psychos. Let's see. Oh yeah, I gotta get in my Discord. Hold on a minute. I've got the search warrant for the Braylen Noble case. They searched the mom and grandma's apartment. They took some interesting items. I learned some things that I didn't know about that case this morning. Thanks to Red Rum Media. Shout out to her again. Let me get my stuff pulled up. The search warrant, there's only like 7 pages, and it just tells what was took from the home. Let me share here a minute. But I got an article that I can just give y'all a summary real quick. But if anyone wants this, I downloaded it and I can share it with you if you want it. I'm going to put it in my Patreon. Hold on a minute. I can't see the chat a minute. Let me get back. Let me scroll down to what they took here out of the home. Because that's basically all it says. Right here's the items they took out of the home. 1 cigarette butt chair. Whatever that means. Must be a cigarette butt on a chair on balcony. 2 Amazon tablets. 3 Samsung tablets. 2 cell phones. White LG and black LG. Samsung cell phone, ZTE cell phone, HTC cell phone, claw hammer, LG cell phone, 1 box of Glad Force Flex trash bags. Okay. Let me get to my article I saved here. Something's definitely not right. So the grandmother was actually the last one that saw Braylen, according to this. Okay. It says a search warrant executed in the case of 3-year-old Braylen Noble shows that the same day the toddler was reported missing, police searched the apartment and seized items in the case the boy's disappearance turns criminal. A search warrant obtained from the Toledo Municipal Court showed that police searched the apartment and a Jeep Liberty registered to Braylen's grandmother, Bobby Johnson, the day Braylen was reported missing. As a result of the search warrant, police seized a cigarette butt found on a chair on the balcony, an Amazon tablet, Samsung tablet, 8 cell phones, a claw hammer, and a box of Glad trash bags. 8 damn cell phones. Jesus. Braylen's grandmother was listed as the possessor of the seized property. Braylen was reported missing by his mother on September 4th, prompting a days-long search for the boy that ended with police finding Braylen's body in the pool of the Hunter Ridge Apartments, where Braylen's family lived. The warrant says Braylen's mother, I cannot pronounce her name right, Janae Cox, told detectives that she last saw her son with his grandmother in the apartment. Cox re-entered the apartment from the apartment's balcony, and she told police her mother told her that Braylen had gone into his bedroom and shut the door, the documents say. Cox told police she went into her son's room, but he was not there. Cox and Johnson told investigators they searched inside the apartment for Braylen, then outside the apartment, and both in the pool and in the nearby creek. The pair reportedly searched for Braylen for 30 minutes before Johnson called 911 to report him missing. The search warrant states that investigators took items from the apartment as well as seizing Johnson's vehicle, and it is noted that a search of the apartment and vehicle could produce evidence that may lead to the whereabouts of Braylen. Initial details of the autopsy of Braylen by the Lucas County Coroner's Office found no obvious signs of trauma on his body and said drowning has not yet been ruled out as a cause of death. So he had no bruises on his body, but yet they claim that they think he fell out of the window, the 3rd floor window. 3rd floor apartment window. He fell out of that window, but his body didn't get bruised at all. And he just got up and walked away and somehow got into the pool area, which has a fence around it that was allegedly locked, and got into the pool and drowned. That just does not make sense. Anytime you take a fall, you're going to get bruised up. That's quite a distance that he fell. You would have think he would have broken a bone. I mean, sometimes you can take a fall and not break anything, but he's little, a little toddler. Their bones are not as strong as like an adult. I don't know, something fishy is going on. I don't think it's an accident. I just don't see how he fell from a window, allegedly, and got up and walked away. When do y'all know of little kids falling down and not crying and screaming? Does it ever happen? Maybe if they take just like a little fall. This is from a third floor apartment window. Just don't see how it happened. I just don't believe it. I just don't believe he ever fell out of a window. Okay, let me get back to my chat here. Phone, don't freeze up, man. Goodness. Okay. Where was he for 6 days? Exactly, Wendy. And so I guess they had drained the pool a little bit. Y'all correct me if I'm wrong now. Did they drain the pool a little bit? And they had allegedly already searched the pool, right? With divers, FBI divers, right? They didn't find him. A few days later, they find him in the pool. How is that possible, y'all? And did y'all see the fence around that pool? It's made kind of like my porch outside, the railing. You know, there's just no way even a little kid could fit through that. It's about the same size as my railing on my porch, the same distance. And my dog can barely fit her little head through it when we go outside. I just don't think he squeezed through that railing and got into the pool area. Now, the maintenance man said that it was locked up. The gate was locked, unless he's lying. But still, how did they miss his body in that pool? It's not like it's some big, gigantic pool. I mean, it's a nice sized pool, but not enormous. Well, I have been missing the crap out of you. You hadn't been in. Thank you for the super chat. Thank you, Cece, for the email. Sorry I didn't reply. As you know, I'm dealing with things. Be back soon. New video today. Everyone, tell those you love them. None of us is guaranteed another day. Can't stay today. Well, love you. I'm so sorry for your loss, and I'm praying for you. And if you need anything, you know how to get a hold of me. If you need to talk or anything. Yeah, share Will's link. Thank you, Southern Mom. Yeah, my heart breaks for Will. He's been through so much. He's such a wonderful person. He does so much for others. Does a lot for his community. He's done a lot for me. Awesome at true crime. He's just a wonderful person. So is his wife. They're really good people. 2020's been a rough year for Will and a lot of people. Damn pandemic. So many people's lost loved ones. So sad. Oh, those searchers for 6 days. He was not there. Truth will come soon. Wendy Hatch, what do you think happened? How could they not find his body there? The residents on Facebook Live said the gate was locked, but the iron fence was bent enough for someone to squeeze through. Oh, see, from the angle I was looking at, I couldn't see anything like that. Well, again, praying for you, and I love you. We all do, and we're here for you. Ariana, good to see you. I was watching the live video from the apartment complex the day that they found him. At the time, I didn't know they found him, but they was taking the mother out. All of a sudden, The crowd starts screaming and clapping. At first, I thought they found Braylen. I thought he was alive, but no, they was bringing the mom and grandmother out of the apartment. People was yelling at them, cussing, telling her jail was too good for them, all kinds of crap. So, Nobby says, lazy searching. Something's not right, Nobby, that's for sure. I never did believe that kid fell out of that window. I just don't believe it. Little kids, you just don't fall like that and not get hurt. Not scream, especially a little kid. So what happened? I'm thinking very suspicious of that grandmother's what I'm thinking. I'm not accusing her, but I'm suspicious. She is the last one to see him. That she tells the mother, oh, he's in the bedroom with the door shut, and she goes in there, he's nowhere to be found. What's up with that? Kelly, I saw that too. I didn't know what was going on. I was doing a private live because I was going to put it up for y'all, right? And I was watching that live feed, and I was like, I didn't know what was going on. I was like, oh my God, they found him. But no, they was taking the mom and the grandmother out. They was getting them out of there for questioning, and before the crowd found out that they had found Braylen in the pool. I saw the footage. Glad the community are standing up for little Brayden. Yeah, everyone that lives nearby and stuff, they were saying like, there's just no way he fell out of that window and got up and walked away. I mean, I guess anything is possible. I always say that. But we're going to know if he drowned. They'll know if he drowned. If he was alive when he went in that swimming pool, he will have water in his lungs. If he was already passed away when he went in that swimming pool, he shouldn't have no water in his lungs. I believe that's the way it works, according to forensic files. I could be wrong. What's the official verdict? I was doing something else. Did the grandma get arrested? I don't think anyone has been arrested. They're still investigating. They're waiting for the toxicology test to come back. They've not determined an official cause of death yet. They've not ruled out drowning, but they said there was no trauma on his body. How is that possible if he fell out of a window? Third floor apartment window. Big, that's a pretty good fall. I believe that baby was moved there after they searched it. Yeah, because remember, guys, in the woods, they felt like a grave dug. They felt like a hole. Remember when they were searching for him? And there was like a 2x4 or some kind of board. I believe it was just one board, like laying beside the hole. They also found that tent with that blanket inside that had what appeared to be blood on it. Sure, they sent that off. They've not said nothing else about it. All they said was the mother said she didn't recognize it. It wasn't their blanket. That was a little weird. They said the mother never searched, just sat on her phone and bitched about others not searching the right areas. Then she went and got her hair done. See, that's suspicious. If I was looking for my kid, if I felt like they wasn't searching the right area, you know what I'd do? I'd go search it my damn self. I mean, it's easy to sit back and judge, I get it. But I'm just saying, I know me. That's what I would do. Cement shoes, didn't you tell me one day in chat that there was a video on Scott Rosh's channel of the mom and grandma allegedly smoking something? If If I'm right and not mistaken, you told me that. Send me the link to that if you can remember where you saw it at, which video. I went and looked for it, and I couldn't find it. Yeah, I think he was stashed and moved too. I mean, it's possible. I mean, he could have not fell out the window and somehow got out of the apartment, and they just thought he fell out the window. They said the screen was pushed out, though. That's allegedly why they thought he fell out the window. But I was going to say, I mean, is it possible he got out of that apartment and down to the pool area, squeezed in the fence somehow, and drowned in the pool? Yeah. But I just don't believe that's what happened. I try to keep an open mind. Anything's possible. Who's to say he didn't go in and out the front door? Carolina girl, it seems like when this story first happened, I read that the grandmother said she was sitting by the door or something and he couldn't have went out the door. I could be mistaken. I'll have to go back and look. They probably pushed the window out themselves. Yeah, most times someone's going to fall out the window, push the screen completely out, wouldn't it? Maybe it was completely out, but I thought I read it was just pushed out. Maybe they meant like push completely out. I don't know. I just know something's not right with the story. The screen was pulled in, but that doesn't mean he couldn't have fallen from it, except no injury. Right. I get what you're saying, Kelly. Yeah. You're saying he could have fell, but him not having any injuries doesn't add up. Right. Gotcha. I'm with you. When people drown, don't they usually float and not go down in a pool drain? Was he in the drain? Well, I thought, yeah, the bodies float. Pretty sure. I just don't see how they missed him in that pool. Unless it was like the water was like dirty, and Debbie's saying something about a pool drain. Could he have gotten pulled down in it? That's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking he was placed in the pool after the searches. Guess we're going to have to wait for the autopsy to be completed and released. I want to know if that child had water in his lungs or not. We know he didn't have bruises, so more than likely he didn't take no fall. And how many kids are going to fall from a, big distance like that? That was pretty far up. And then just get up off the ground and wander off into the pool. Guess it's possible, but it's not very likely. Wendy, have a good day. Go check on your parents. You have to come back in and chat with us. I usually go on about 10:30. Tremaine, did you get your bedroom painted? Or your stuff moved back in after you painted? I like that color, Tremaine. I've kind of got my living room is like a gray, but it's kind of like a darker gray. But I want something a little bit lighter. Had to be. No blood. Someone tell me I'm wrong, please. I just don't see it, Burble. I just don't see a kid falling like that and not getting hurt or making a sound. I bet the mom drowned him in the bathtub. I think the grandmother did something, just to be honest. That's the one I'm most suspicious of. She was the last one to actually see him, according to them, if they're telling the truth, that is. Tremaine, I'm hungry as hell, but I have to keep going. I ate some two little sausage biscuits this morning, Tremaine. Jimmy Dean, I believe it is. Stupidest criminals ever. See, he was in a drain under the heavy metal grate. Oh my goodness. Wow. That's all right, Kelly. I'm glad you got knowledge of it. And you're in here giving us details we're wrong on. YouTube has some of the videos posted by residents showing the window, the gate, etc. Yeah, Tremaine, you need to stop a minute or two and eat. Lisa's right. You'll get sick. I'm going to feel so bad, guys, if I'm wrong about this and it was like some kind of accident. But still, there's some neglect going on there, I think. Hell, you know what I felt strange? The grandma called 911. She didn't know what the child's legal last name was. Maybe there's a simple explanation for that. I thought that was a little strange. Maybe she didn't know what her daughter had actually put on the birth certificate, you know. It stood out to me. I'm off to sleep. It's Friday morning here. Stay safe and well. Be out. Good night, shine on. Sweet dreams. Oh, Tremaine's trying to get his painting done because it's the only day he's got off, he says. Well, you know, it don't have to be all finished today. You can, you know, do some today and finish it up the next day you have off. Oh, okay. Sometimes you work 6 days a week. Yeah, I get it. I understand why you're trying to get it done. Let me see. What else was I going to share with y'all this morning? I think that was it, but I did see something about a dismembered body. I wouldn't mind to read that, see what that's saying. Let's see. Dismembered body found on California golf course. What's up with people dismembering people lately? That one case really freaked me out the other day. That guy that killed his parents in Knoxville and dismembered them and put his mom in a some kind of boiling liquid on the stove. He put her head in the pot. Oh, it really bothered me. Sicko. Let's see. So it looks like a couple dismembered someone. Authorities in California have arrested a man and woman after dismembered human remains were found on a golf course on California's Central Coast. Let's look at them. Here they are. Don't really look at Psycho. He does. His eyes got that same look. So does Dulos and Charles Manson. Okay, so the dismembered remains of a missing person were found at Black Lake Golf Course in Nipamo, which is north of Santa Barbara. Authorities have not released the identity of the person, but the Santa Barbara County Sheriff's Office said the person had been missing since 2018. Kimberly Matchley, is that how you say that? Matchley, 35, of Santa Maria, was arrested on suspicion of murder with special circumstances and conspiracy. Donald Anderson, 37, also of Santa Maria, was arrested on suspicion of being an accessory to murder. So he's an accessory to murder. So she must have been the one that actually did it or planned it. Okay. It appears that the victim was murdered in the city of Santa Maria and dismembered before being disposed of at the golf course in December 2018. The suspects and the victim knew each other, and this was not a random act. Probably drugs was involved or something. Drugs or money, maybe both. It says, according to the report, the suspects and a third person were released on bail following an arrest last month on drug and weapons charges. Yep, they're involved in drugs. According to the report, the missing persons investigation had led authorities to the golf course, and the remains were recovered by a dive team. Oh, so they were in the water. The sheriff's office has not provided any further details. Okay. It's crazy. I'm going to keep following this. Bunch of psychos. And it seems like this was all her idea. By the charges, I could be wrong. That's very near my sister, and she lives on a golf course. Oh my God, AP. Ariana, wow, I'm calling mom and dad after this to tell them how lucky they are. Seriously, though, what the F? I know it. That guy in Knoxville that dismembered his parents, he killed them because they wasn't going to financially support him anymore. What is his name? His last name is Guy Jr. I have it somewhere written down here. Yeah, I think he actually killed him in 2018. But he's getting ready to go on trial. His trial's getting ready to begin. And it happened Thanksgiving weekend. I believe it was 2018. He came in from Baton Rouge, Louisiana to Knoxville, Tennessee, and killed his parents. They found his dad's hand in the bedroom. They found body parts all through the house. And the mom's head was cooking in some liquid on the stove in a pot. Freaking psycho. He was the one that had like his face was swollen out in the mugshot. Remember the other day we talked about him? And I kept saying, what in the hell's wrong with his face? Has he got an abscess? Has he got a tumor? Yeah. People are crazy. Yeah, I agree. Look very normal. The female looks pretty normal. His eyes kind of looked a little bit creepy. I'm telling you, you never know who's normal and who's not this day and time. I mean, you never know. You could be living next to a serial killer. Think about the people that live beside, like the Golden State Killer, lived in his neighborhood, and you know, the neighbors of the BTK Killer and Ted Bundy and all them. It's crazy. Do we ever really know someone? I know one of y'all want to chat. Listen to Twisted Sister. Twisted Sister, is that a group or a song? Or are you talking about the series on the ID channel? They used to have something like that. Hey, Blue West, good morning. Haven't been on here in months because I've been working. But, oh, my chat moved. I was trying to read that comment. I've been trying to get a new job. I've been working at Dunkin' Donuts full-time, 6 a.m. to 2 p.m. Oh, that's cool. Work at Dunkin' Donuts. That place is a little expensive, girl. I mean, I think it's expensive. So is Starbucks. Teacher Zoom meeting for me in 30 minutes. It's back in the day rock group. Oh, is that what is he talking about, the rock group? Wondering if the earth is rotating off its axis or something in 2020. Jeez. Yeah, I know. It's been a year. It's been cursed this year, Kelly. I can't wait for 2021. The new year's got to be better. It's got to be better than this. I got a feeling it's more things or bad things are going to happen this year. Like my little dog, I'm worried to death she's going to pass away. Every morning, my little Yorkie, she's got that heart problem. She has to take heart medicine twice a day and a fluid pill. Every morning I get up and go to where she sleeps, make sure she's still kicking. The tips are really good and we make minimum wage. Yeah. There's nothing wrong working at somewhere like that. Hey, minimum wage jobs pay pretty good anymore. And look, you can work your way up in places like that to management and everything. They probably got some kind of health insurance and stuff. Plus, you make tips. That's good. No, used to when I worked for tips, I remember I worked for Pizza Hut. You'll never believe how much I made an hour. It was only like $3 and something. Plus tips. Yeah. And this Pizza Hut was like dead. Nobody ever eats there. The local vet used to come in there and leave a 50-cent tip. Oh my God, it used to make me so mad. Yeah. I'm hungry for Dunkin' Donuts. I'd like to have a donut. Starbucks is very expensive. A lot of people we get out the door because our Dunkin' Donuts is the cheapest one in Maryland, like for an iced tea is 99 cents. Well, I stopped at one down in Tampa, Blue West. It was expensive. I can't remember how much it was, but I was like, oh my God. And the drink was horrible. I think Mark didn't order me the right thing. It was like a cold coffee, but it just tastes horrible. I think he didn't order the right thing. Yeah, do you get free coffee? I'd love to work at Dunkin' Donuts, just to be honest. Now, I like to buy Dunkin' Donuts coffee from the store in the bags, Love it. But my favorite coffee is the Mac Cafe, the red label. It's like the McDonald's coffee. But our prices are so cheap compared to everyone else. That's why we have so much business. But it's way too much business. I'm talking about I never seen a Dunkin' Donuts. There's so many people. Oh, well, that's good. That's good that they got good prices. Maybe the Dunkin' Donuts I stopped at was just expensive because it was down there in Tampa. Probably. Of course, I think everything's expensive. I'm a cheapskate. I really am. I think it's awful to have to pay like $6 or $7 for a milkshake. I think that's expensive. I need a second job to buy breakfast at Starbucks. Yeah. I remember my first job I was making $5.50 and that was minimum wage in my city back in the day, back in the 90s. Yeah. I can't remember when minimum wage was like 5 something. Isn't it like, well, the last time I think I worked, it was like 8 something, maybe. Maybe. I can't remember how much it is now. I think they raise it a little bit every so often. Well, do you enjoy working there, Blue West? I always enjoyed working and talking with the public because I like to meet new people. And, I'm just a friendly person and I can strike up a conversation with anybody. Let's see, my very first job, Tremaine, was working at McDonald's. I worked the drive through window. As soon as I turned 16, I got a job. Cement Shoes' first job was $5.70 an hour. Yeah, I can remember when it was 5 something. I can't remember when it was like $3.50 or something, minimum wage. That's nothing. I waitress before made $900 a week. Yeah, you can make good tips like a place that gets good business and stuff. It's hard to make good tips around here. It really is. But like in the city or somewhere like Reno's or something like that, bar and grill gets a lot of business. You can make good tips. It's a furniture store in my city named Carol Baskin Furniture Warehouse. Oh my God. Tremaine, reckon Carol owns that? My goodness. Wouldn't surprise me none. She's into real estate and all that. She owns all kinds of stuff. She's got different businesses. Speaking of Carol Baskin, I think that Joe Exotic documentary comes on Sunday night. It'll be on Sunday night and Monday night, I think. It's a 2-night event. Well, guys, I'm going to have to get off here. Get some things done. I'm not feeling well this morning. My heart's beating fast. I've had anxiety. But I appreciate y'all chatting with me this morning because y'all really helped me out with my anxiety. When I first come on, my voice, I don't know if y'all heard it, but my voice was kind of cracking. Like, because I'm just really been stressed out and upset. And I don't like getting like that. Thank God I don't make any of that shit anymore. I know. Glad you got a good job, Tremaine. Hey, good jobs are hard to come by. A lot about my age. First job, Sonic. We have a Sonic here. Drama must remain on stage. Carol's about to go down. She had me feeling sorry for her the other day, crying on Dancing with the Stars. But, that's the way I am. I'm an empath or something. I couldn't help but feel sorry for her. I mean, I never saw the vulnerable side of her. I feel bad when anyone cries. But it could have been all an act. Who knows? My neighbors are having a fight in the street right now. You're finishing at the perfect time. Loved you, CC. Glad you feel better. You're not alone, hon. Thank you, Ariana. Record the fight. They get a fist fight. Send it to me. I'm just kidding. I heard it. You take care of yourself. Thank you, Drama. Kelly says, I'm not saying what minimum wage was when I started. Must be a lot older than you are. Well, I'm 40, Kelly. Age is just a number. You're only as old as you feel. Right? Where does Carol live? She actually lives down in Tampa, Florida. I think is it Tampa or Orlando? It's Tampa. Tampa is where Big Cat Rescue is. No, she's not going to mention Dawn. Dawn's family is suing her for making jokes about Dawn and remarks on Dancing with the Stars. I don't know if they'll get anywhere on that, because, freedom of speech and stuff. They're pissed off all those videos she puts up about Dawn, making him look like he's a pervert, making him look like he was just losing his mind. The reason she gets on there and does those videos, reads from those diaries and stuff, is to try to convince people that Dawn had like dementia, something wrong with his mind, and he just wandered off on his own. That's why she does that. I think it makes her look really bad. I see right through it. I know what she's doing. I mean, she just has no concern about Dawn whatsoever. If she does, she don't show it, and she needs to. Because she makes herself look bad. Because she don't show no emotion. Some people are just like it, I guess. I don't know. Cheryl, my first job was in a kitchen at the old folks' home. Then I went to school for nursing and teaching. I worked old folks' home at night, daycare, preschool during the day. Still do preschool now. Wow. Sounds like fun working at the preschool with the little kids. That's okay, Very Mary. I'm getting ready to get off here, girl. I got to go in here and take me something for my leg. Some naproxen to leave. The only thing that helps is like the, I think it's a leaf with naproxen in it. It's the only thing that helps my leg. They have a lot of info on her. I watch Ripper Jack drama. I've not been watching him lately, but I need to catch up on his videos. Because he always brings the information. Yep, she's still on Dancing with the Stars. Tuesday night, she danced to that Pussycat song. What's the name of it? I thought it was What's Up, Pussycat, but it's not. Barry Mary, what's the name of that song? It's not What's Up, Pussycat. It's something else. Like, she needs to do something different. We all know that she has big cats. She likes leopard prints. She's obsessed with cats. But she needs to do something different in her dances. Don't need to be a cat theme. There's got to be more to that woman than just big cats. You know? Like, I'm passionate about, like, my true crime channel. Doing true crime, but there's more to me than just true crime. I have other interests. You know? She needs to show, like, something else. Anyways, y'all have a great day. Thanks for chatting with me. Please remember 411 now, aka Will, in your prayers. Going through a rough time, lost his friend. Also, Mark Denning, he just lost his brother. I believe it was last week. Red Rum Media, she lost her beloved Lucy. Remember her. Anyways, guys, y'all have a great day. I will see y'all in the morning. Be safe, be kind, and peace.